right, so this is your complete kit. So you would take this to battle.
Yes, sir.
It looks pretty capable to me.
Wow. Welcome back to Classic Firearms, guys. Kaya over here, and we've got Jason with us.
What's going on, folks?
And we've got Jim Foreman from Ferro Concepts and Actions on Consulting here, going to try to teach us how to set up an AR-15, a naked AR-15, bare bone basically, and see what he would put on it for a self-defense, defensive purposes for the battlefield, let's just say. But before we do that, Jim, go ahead and tell us who you are.
Yep, so Jim, I retired from Navy SEALs 5 years ago, did 27 years there. Currently work at Ferro Concepts, where, as you know, Ferro Concepts is a pretty solid company, and so I'm enjoying my work there. And I also have my own company called Actions on Consulting, where we teach tactical stuff and also leadership training.
Yeah, Jim, definitely. We recently took actually a course with Jim and other awesome SEAL guys. Super humble guy, 27 years in the Navy SEALs, 20 of those at the SEAL Team 6. Knows what he's doing, and I've learned definitely a few things. Jason?
Subject matter expert.
Absolutely.
100%.
So with that being said, and you've seen a lot of obviously combat, so he's going to tell us what he would put on his rifle. So what we have here is Radical Firearms RF-15, one of my favorite bare bone, pretty
budget friendly
AR-15, and so he's going to build it up for us here with his personal input from his training and experience.
Yeah.
So Jim, go ahead.
So number one, I like that it's a 16-inch, and you could do the same thing with the 14-inch, what I'm about to talk about. You just could put more stuff on it that you could use, and also still have it as a CQC gun, close quarter weapon. Okay. So number one, I'd put a weapon sight on that, so a low power variable optic on it.
Okay.
And so I like a 2.5 to 10. So I'd put that on it, and then as a backup, or not a backup, but a close in range, I'd have a red dot on top of one of the ring mounts, the front or the back.
Okay.
So on top of the 12 versus the 45.
Angled?
Yeah, so if you have it angled, which it looks really cool, but like for me, I like when I come up for my scope, it's the same head placement, and then if I want to do my red dot, I'm doing the same movement for my head.
Yeah.
I'm not twisting the weapon and twisting my neck or anything like that. It's very efficient, and it's the same movement every time.
So basically, what I have is my old ADM here. We just got it set up that way. So this is one of those things that you say that kind of throws you off, right?
Yeah, and guys get really good at canting the weapon to get to that red dot. But for me, I just like to have the same movement every time. So if I'm going to my red dot for the close-in stuff, I just have my head looking up just like this. I bring it up, I see the red dot, and I pull the trigger just like that, and I could see clearly the target and the red dot. If I have it canted, I have to change my shoulder placement and fling out my elbow, and then possibly even move my head. So to get to that red dot, I actually have to still bring my head down.
Okay.
So the red dot actually fits a little bit higher on your scope ring, so then it's just perfect height.
All right. I think we got something around here. That
Yes, we
find
will.
up in a heavy.
I agree with you. So what do you want to do, Jim? So you want to go ahead. Okay, so let me ask this. LPVO, you said, and red dot. What are your thoughts about the mechanical sights?
Yeah, if you have room, it's always nice to have mechanical sights on it as a backup. And the way they are now, they don't take too much real estate, and you can pop them up, and if your scope goes down, red dot goes down, you have a tertiary backup.
All right.
Got you. So that's like a triple. You've got the red dot on top of the LPVO, the mount, LPVO, and on top of that, mechanical sights.
Correct.
Pretty good. So what do you guys think? Should we just like slowly set it up? So you just talked about the LPVO and the red dot set up and the mechanical sights, whatever. Should we just put that on there?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
All right.
All right. Got it.
All right, so you've got the EOTech Voodoo 1 to 10 with the Mac mount over here and Aimpoint Acro on top of it.
Right. So some guys like to mount this on the front. I prefer on the back, but it doesn't matter, whatever you're used to. I think, Jason, you like it on the front.
Yes,
correct?
sir. Sure do.
Yeah. And just like I was talking about, to me, it's better to have it right on top. It's just like another inch above your scope weapon, and then it's just same eye relief.
You're good to go. Okay. I mean, it looks really good, and I tried it. Got on the gun a little bit, perfect eye relief, ready to go. And you're right, it does make sense to kind of lift your head up just a little bit, and you're on the red dot for close quarter stuff.
Yep.
Really cool. And the mechanical sights, obviously, if you guys are interested, you would just put the mechanical sights on.
Yep. So as you can see on ours, I ran out of space, so we can't put the rear sight on it. We could still put the front, but it doesn't make any sense. So we already have our primary and our backup. We should be good to go. But if you did have room, it's always nice to have that on there.
Yeah, just something on there. Cool. All right, so what is next? What would you do next to this gun?
Next, so we have a B5 stock.
Which is really cool. RF-15, Radical Firearms, comes with B5
Yep.
furniture
Right
and
out of the
M-lock, which is pretty cool for
Which
the value.
this is a nice stock, and
Yeah.
you can just keep that. For me, since it's pretty much almost the same as a B5 Bravo, I like the B5 Bravo because these little wings on the side on the Bravo can actually hold batteries, spare batteries.
I think we got one in hand, so let's put one on there.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Jim, we replaced this stock, this skinnier B5, and then you've got the B5 Bravo on there. So, yeah, I think
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
If you don't see, we got these two plugs that when you take the stock off, you can unplug them, and then you can have batteries like double A's,
okay.
which are great for night vision.
Jim, you were talking about something, a cheek placement thing. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So you guys see the way I have my scope mounted is about 2 1/4 inches off the charging handle. And I do that because when I extend my stock fully, ouch,
There you go.
that's the best place to get a prone position and even standing. And that distance gets me my perfect eye relief. So when I come up, I get that perfect circle, clear, crisp scope view. Now, if it's up closer, I probably have to move my stock up quite a bit to match that. And then now I'm like kind of like tucking my head in, and it's just not right for me. So I like to have it set off. What Kaya's talking about, to get the same cheek weld every time, especially on a sniper weapon, which this is a sniper weapon, it could be set up for that accuracy. I like to have my cheek weld the same place every time. So I usually take a piece of Soft Ear Pro, I'll put it here, and I'll tape it up so it's just a little mound, and where that's going to be. So now when I come up, I could index the corner of my lip to that ear pro, and I get it the same way every time. This works really good when you're prone and you want to get your head in an exact spot because everything changes with your body position and your gear.
Dude, I never heard of that before.
I've seen some guys do it. A lot of designated marksman guys do that. They have their own little nuances of how they do it. So yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, so you get that consistent cheek placement every time. That's pretty
It
cool.
works best.
Yeah.
You usually see it on bolt guns,
Yeah.
you know, but you can also do it on this because you can get 500, possibly 600 yards with this weapon.
Because when you were in the SEAL team, you had your weapon set up to engage, what, 700-800 yards?
For mine, I had 700-yard dope on my 16-inch.
And you were pretty accurate at 700
Yeah,
yards every
definitely
time.
body shots every time. So it was a good weapon system. I had my dope card on the side. I had a cheek weld, but then I also had all the other things we're talking about. So I could go into a house and do from 5 yards to 20 yards, 80 yards, or even just land warfare type stuff, patrolling. I could take out targets from 0 to 100 yards with both eyes open instead of looking, trying to get my eye relief.
Yeah.
It could be a quick shot. So the red dot is key.
Wow, that is pretty cool. And I'll definitely start mounting it on top at 12 o'clock myself as well. Not that I've really trained a lot with offset. Okay, I've done some LPVO stuff. Generally, my rifles, I just run red dot. But man, I got to try that one out. It'll be good. All right, so what's next for you? What else would you add to this gun?
Next, I do a foregrip and a sling.
Okay.
Foregrip and a sling. You want to attach it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Jim, you went ahead and added a sling and also a foregrip. Now, what is this? Tell me about the stuff that you have
Okay,
on there.
so we'll talk about the Sling first. We mounted some rings on there. We got a QD back here, and we got a Blue Force Gear wire loop, which is awesome. You could pop it out, it's a little swedge ball, and then you can mount it on pretty much anything without taking off the sling. So this is a Faro Concept Slingster, which has an adjustable strap, which is awesome, and this is yours, so
That's right.
you know what it's like. It moves like glass to tighten and loosen.
It does. I mean, I'm going to try to show it to the camera. Right, there you go. This handle, I've never seen anything better. I mean, look at this thing. Super easy. You just... Because normally it's kind of, hard to kind of get going. With the Faro Concept, man, this is amazing. Love it. And so I want to ask you this question, though, before we move on to foregrip. Why did you mount it right there? Why not over here or up front?
A lot of people do mount it up front, and it causes some issues if we are eventually going to put a light or a laser, right? And we got this foregrip. Even if you didn't have foregrip, you're going to have a push button, right?
Okay.
So if you have a flashlight and it's going to be a thumb press, that sling now covers it. And it could cause a light AD, especially if it's a pressure plate. So even if the light is mounted on the right side, your push button may be on the left or on top. So I like to mount it back here. Also, when you're doing mag changes, if your sling's up here, when you pull that mag out, this is always in the way. So from here, it's not in the way. It's clear, free and clear, and you can pop it in.
Gotcha. Makes
So
perfect sense.
it just makes a better position for your sling.
Okay. And then you got a, what is that, BCM?
Yep, little foregrip. I love this, especially on the longer weapons. And that's when you do transition to CQC and you're coming into buildings and things like that. If you're entering a room and you're extending and I see you, I don't know if I'm holding it like this, you could actually push it back out of my hand because my hand is like this, right? So you can just
go
pop,
sideways.
Yep, or you can pop it in my head.
Yeah.
This gives me more control. Yep. And the other thing is that you notice I'm coming in like this, vice coming like this. So if I get you, you already have my weapon, and you can even go for my pistol because I do have it on my left side.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right. So that's pretty messed up. So when I come in here, if I identify something, I can actually with this leverage it and do muzzle strike to the head, and work you that way, and I have complete control over the barrel. Right. And if you do try to push it back, I can. Move in. So, but hopefully you never get to my barrel and I muzzle strike to then identify what kind of threat I have.
Gotcha.
Little
Wow,
little love tap to the face there.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Grabbing that because you really do have very good control there. Huh. Because normally foregrip, I would think that's just for stability, personal preference, right? Because that's how I've always used it. But thinking that CQC-wise, right, you grab it, you can actually muzzle strike somebody. It's a great angle.
Very utilitarian.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty cool. And you like it in this location, not
I
necessarily up
do.
here?
We just mounted this really quickly. I'd probably mount it about 1 more inch back.
Okay.
So when I come up, it's just like this. This is pretty good right here, but I probably have it just right about there.
Okay.
And that just gives you a little bit more control.
Wow.
But I would not want to have it any further than that.
Gotcha. So none of those guys who... I'm going to try and show this.
Like Kaya normally puts it.
No, I put mine maybe 1 slot over, like maybe it's right here,
Yeah.
as opposed to Jim's will be right here.
You got longer arms.
Yeah.
So.
And longer many other things, sir. But yeah,
Pause.
But skinnier.
Double pause.
okay, so what else are we putting on this? What Jim Foreman is putting on this gun?
So now we're pretty much getting there to being complete. So now I'd either add a flashlight or a laser or both. So if I have night vision, I'm going to go with the laser that has an IR light, so I don't need to have a visible light, right? And then I also have a IR dot. So
Would you ever have both?
you can have both. Yeah.
Okay.
And there is a reason to have both, and especially for LE or home defense, you want a visible laser. Most people don't have night vision; they don't have that capability. So if I was going that route, if I didn't have night vision, I'd just go with a visible laser.
Okay.
Right, and then I think Jason has a visible laser that also switches to a positive off and a IR
Correct.
laser, IR flashlight.
Surefire bat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, let's put a flash. Is that what you want to do? Flashlight?
Flashlight and then laser.
Laser?
Yeah, we'll
Let's do
just
it.
mount both.
Nope. Let's do it.
All right, so we got some stuff. Jason, we got all kind of cool stuff going on
man,
here.
we've got lights, lasers, the whole shebaz. I mean, Jim, you've done it out, man. So,
Yeah, what's up with all this taping and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's kind of important. But if we just want a flashlight because we don't have a laser or we don't have night vision or anything like that, then I would just mount a flashlight. It's mounted on the right side. You can mount it on the left too. But if you have a foregrip, it's easy. If you push the flat light back 3 inches, when I need to push it, I just tap it that way. It's positive on and off. That makes it a lot simpler. But we have a power strip that goes to the left side. Over here, that's covered by the tape. It's just a positive on and off. And
For the laser?
Yeah, for the laser. And then on top is the flashlight. So it's pretty easy. Laser, like I said, same thing. And the tape is to keep all the cables tight and out of the way from getting snagged on things and just getting things ripped out.
Yeah. So Jim, I know that this top mounting position is not your favorite, which kind of made things happen with what we had here with Cloud Defensive, but what is your favorite? Like if we had all the materials here, what would be your way of setting it up?
If I don't have a flashlight, but if I did, I would have the positive on and off, so it would just be my thumb.
Okay, so you'd be a little bit further back, positive on and off.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I do like this power switch right here, the pressure plate.
Yep, this little sticky.
Yeah, this one's nice. It's just a positive on and off pressure pad, and it has double-sided Velcro. So typically you would mount it like in the groove here, something like that, and you just pull your hand up. Or if you had a longer handle, you could also mount it to your foregrip. Right?
Okay.
And it would just be on the opposite side where your fingers, so you just push with your fingers when you want it on and off.
Okay.
And that's just a big control thing because, again, you don't want to have a light AD or a laser AD.
Laser AD. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And we were talking about the height a little bit, and obviously in this case we got the Steiner D-ball that's a little bit big and kind of gets in the way for the LPVO. Would you want a little higher?
No, this is totally tight. Any laser, even the at-pill is going to be almost the same. It's going to be a little bit lower profile, but this height is good. You can see when you look through it, it's not averting too much.
You can still see your target pretty good. Okay.
But if you did, if it did interfere, I would mount it just on the bottom.
Okay.
I see.
So I wouldn't. I like this the way it's set up, right? So I wouldn't adjust this primary sight because of this.
So the height of this mount is 1.5.
Right.
Yeah. So
if this is, and if you needed it taller because you wanted it, but usually the scope is 1.5. It's good to go, and it's right where I need it, right? And I can see that it is slightly in the way, right?
Yeah.
So I would actually just mount it on the bottom.
Okay. So basically, it's an M-lock, so you get a little Picatinny adapter.
Yep.
Put down here on the M-lock, and then mount.
You clear it out. Yeah. You don't want to adjust this because of that. You want to adjust that because of this.
I see.
And then you don't want to mount it on the side. Some people do on the side because then you have that problem with adjusting your aiming, and then it's going to be almost 3 inches to the left.
Right.
So that means every time you shoot, you want it 3 inches to the left, and you're just going to adapt to that. For like a headshot from 10 feet away, you're going to know that it's going to be hitting 3 inches to the right because it's to the left.
So you have to do some guesswork basically on that one.
Well, yeah, you just know that you're going to be hitting 3 inches,
yeah.
to the right of your target, so you're going to be aiming to the left. If you put it point of aim, point of impact, if you're shooting at 50, 100 yards, it's going to cross over and you're going to be missing your target.
Gotcha.
So you always want to mount it top or bottom. It's the simplest. If you mount it to the left or right, it's just a little bit more difficult.
Perfect. This is really awesome, and I like that. Don't adjust your LPVO or dot because of a laser. Adjust the laser's location.
Correct.
Don't mess with that. That's pretty good to know. And lastly, you've got everything on. What you got? What else to add?
Last thing, if you choose to have one, is suppressor.
Let's make it quiet.
So
Yep.
you would add okay.
I love suppressors, even for hunting,
Okay.
for pigs or whatever. So suppressor is the way to go for me. So I'd always have room for that.
Well, let's put one on there.
Let's do it.
Looks like we got rid of the original mil-spec flash hider and Surefire 3-prong flash hider.
Yep.
No need to time it.
No need to time it. No ports. You're good to go.
Now we're gonna put a suppressor.
There we
That's
go.
what Jim Foreman wants it. So let's do it. Just a little Surefire RT2. Boom. Done.
All right. There we go.
All right. So this is your complete kit. So you would take this to battle.
Yes, sir.
It looks pretty capable to me.
Wow. Man, look at it. So we have this, obviously, Radical Firearms RF-15, bare bone, very budget-friendly AR-15, and now Jim Foreman turned it into this. Looks pretty badass, man.
Yeah,
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jason?
Pretty capable. I'm good with the optic system. It's good to go. Furniture's solid. Light's good. Laser's good. Placement of stuff. I'm rolling with it. Yeah, man.
Wow. Looks really good. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. I like the platform too. That it's inexpensive.
Well, Jim Foreman, thanks a lot for this, but I think we need to shoot this thing.
Yeah, let's
See
do
if
it.
it lives up to the hype, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jason?
Range trip.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, here we are at the range with Jim's loadout, the Radical RF-15. Jim got it all decked out. Now we want to shoot it. So, Jim, do you want to have the honors first?
Yep. I'll shoot that 50-yarder.
And I don't think they're all sighted in, but
Yeah, I'll wing it.
yeah, do it. Let's see how that shoots. How's it feel?
Awesome.
It shoots pretty flat. Sounds really good.
Yeah, it was shoots a little low,
Okay.
but I got on in a second. It's nice. I was using the red dot because it's way quicker to acquire at 50 yards.
Okay.
But I still could have shot the scope.
How does the balance for you? Does it feel pretty good?
I like it. This foregrip is nice. It's right where I need it. It gives you that good control over the weapon. And it was nice. It was nice shooting. You want to shoot it?
Sure. What, Jason, you want to get on it?
You go for it.
All right. What do we got now here? All right, let's start. We got 3 rounds. All right.
2 feet high, slightly left.
So,
Shooting.
yeah, I had to do some guesstimate work there. Shoots really good, except that little one hiccup. I think it shoots real smooth. I like it. Let's see what you think, Jason. A little gassy.
Brand new gun action. It's all good.
Like 2 feet high. Yeah, it's 6 inches left
Yeah.
on that red dot.
Right, there you go. Got a little thing? There you go. There you go.
I like it. It's spitting. Brand new gun. If we get that
Yeah.
dialed in, I think we'll be good.
So,
Yeah.
that's about it. This is Jim Foreman's loadout. You want to get in the middle?
Yeah.
There you go. Man, look at this thing smoking nice. The Surefire RC2 feels really good though.
It does.
Soft shooting and obviously very quiet. We got some rounds in there, obviously. And I really like that Acro at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
growing
Did you
on
use
you,
it?
huh?
I do. I
hear
think
you.
it is, guys, I really am. Not that I was ever a 45-degree offset guy. You know, I was just getting into this whole LPVO and red dot combination. So before I developed any bad habits or different habits, I think I'm just gonna work on that guy.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
really good. That's about it. Let us know your thoughts about Jim's build in the comment section. Do you guys agree with him? You better. But if you don't, let us know in the comment section. And let us know your build. What do you have on your gun? And don't forget to check out that Bust Your Builds episodes that we do occasionally. So send us your build at Classic Firearms Official on Instagram, and we'll try to do our best to bust it for you. Jim, do you want to add anything else to this?
No,
or the conversation?
No, I shot pretty well, and I like that red dot for 50 and in.
Yeah.
It worked well.
Yeah, I mean, this thing was a bare bone, again, budget-friendly RF-15 from Radical Firearms, and now it's like this really decked out, awesome, bling type firearm that Jason likes. Anyways, guys, really, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it. Anyways, we appreciate your business.
God bless.
and we'll see you on the next one.